Dear viewers, in this series of videos we are going to understand about the Japanese concept Poka-yoke. The word Poka refers to unintended errors and Yoke refers to avoiding. So how are we going to avoid unintended errors? There are many ways by which we can do that. One of the frequently used technique is force control prevention. What is force control prevention? So what you see in my hand is a SIM card slot that you will get in your mobile phone. So if you see the design of the SIM card slot, it is designed in such a way that you cannot put the SIM card in a wrong way. You can only put the SIM card in the right way. If you put it wrong way, it will not get assembled in the slot properly and you will not be able to insert this SIM card holder in your mobile phone. So this method is what we call it as force control prevention. So by this method you will be able to insert your SIM card only in one way, and that is the right way. Thank you. Dear viewers, in this Poka-yoke video we will understand about force control detection. So what is force control detection? When the process generates a defect, the inspection system should be in a position to 100% identify the defect and segregate the defect from the rest of the process. This is what we call it as force control detection. In the given example video, you will see that the oil tin that get packed, and if the oil tin is not properly packed, there is a sensor which identifies the tins which are not properly packed, so that there is a possibility of a oil leak. So those tins are identified and segregated from the system separately using a sensor, and the other oil tins are moving to the next stage where it get packed. So this is a very good example of force control detection. The inspection system identifies every single defect in the line and it segregates the defect from the rest of the items. Thank you. Dear viewers, in our series of Poka-yoke videos, in this video we will understand about shutdown prevention. So what is the concept of shutdown prevention? The process should shut down if it anticipates a possible defect can occur. So let's see how this concept is incorporated in a two-wheeler. So in my bike I have the side stand on, and with side stand on I am turning on my bike. And with the bike turned on, if I try to move my vehicle, the vehicle will not move. That's because the side stand is on. So now I am releasing my side stand, I am turning on my bike, and if I am trying to move, the vehicle will move. So this is the concept of Poka-yoke, that is shutdown prevention. Thank you. Hello viewers, a series of Poka-yoke videos. In this video we will understand about shutdown detection. So what is shutdown detection method of Poka-yoke? When there is an abnormality identified, the process should shut down to avoid any further damage to happen. The classic example for shutdown detection is the fuse, or what we call it as a tripper in our home. So what is the role of a fuse or a tripper? When there is an abnormal voltage or power supply is being identified, in order to avoid any further damage in the circuit, the tripper or fuse gets blown off, and the purpose is to make sure that the process shut down to avoid any further damage. So this is a very easy to understand example for what we call it as shutdown detection. Shut down the process if you identify an abnormality or a defect. Thank you. Friends, in this series of Poka-yoke videos, we will understand about warning or sensory alert prevention. So what is warning or sensory alert prevention? If the process anticipates a possible defect or abnormality, the process should warn or give you an alert. So I am in my car trying to park my car using my reverse gear. So as you see, as I get closer to the parking, and if I get closer and closer, you get a beep sound here. So this beep sound is an indication that I am getting closer to the wall. So this is what we call it as warning or sensory alert prevention. Thank you. Dear viewers, in the series of Poka-yoke videos, now we will understand about warning or sensory alert detection. So what is the concept? The concept is when there is a defect that has happened, the process owner need to be alerted about the defect so that he can take immediate action. So many of you know that the LPG cylinder that we use, the LPG gas that we use in our home, is a odorless gas when it gets refined from the petroleum. However, the oil marketing companies add a smell or a odor to this gas to alert the users when there is a leak. So that is what we call it as warning or sensory alert detection. So when there is a defect or abnormality, there need to be a warning or sensory alert that need to alert the process owner so that the process owner can take immediate action. So LPG gas odor is a very good example for warning or sensory alert detection. Thank you.